I love to see that. My good friend Jane Rue is also here in the audience somewhere. Jane Rue, where are you? Founder of Can Fund and a truly epic woman. She has some signs here where you can certainly fill out a woman that means a lot to you that you define as epic. And there's a social media campaign that she's sharing. So take photos doing that as well today if you have the opportunity. But we are so thrilled at the TMX to have each and every one of you join us this morning for this bell ringing ceremony in honor of International Women's Day. I do know a lot of people in this room actually, but I will introduce myself. My name is Tanya Roundtree, and I'm Global Head of Client Success here at TMX Group, and I'm also the co-chair of a Canadian organization called Women in ETFs. This is the 5th consecutive year that this global collaboration across stock exchanges around the world is taking place to raise awareness about the business case for women's economic empowerment and the opportunity that the private sector can play in advancing gender equality. Now, this call to action began 5 years ago as a partnership between Women in ETFs, IFC, the Sustainable Stock Exchange Initiative, UN Global Compact, UN Women, and the World Federation of Exchanges. And it would be a huge understatement for me to say that it fills me with enormous pride to see how this initiative has grown throughout the years. It's insane. We broke a record last year with 65 stock exchanges around the world taking part, and we're breaking records again this year. So I am so happy to announce that this year there will be over 80 stock exchanges around the globe. Yeah, really. And as many of you in the room know, you were here 5 years ago, and some of you each and every year since then. And so I want to applaud all the men, all the women in the room who do what they can to advance the cause of gender equality in the many different organizations that you're a part of. So thank you, thank you. I think when I look around the room too that I see a representative from each and every one of our ETF firms here in Canada, and so there's a good reason for that, of course, with the organization Women in ETFs, but a special thank you to all of the ETF issuers who are joining us today. I mentioned a little bit about Women in ETFs at the outset, but really it is a privilege to be a part of Women in ETFs. It's an organization that has a continual mandate to connect, support, and inspire men and women in the ETF ecosystem, and is really shaping what I think is a phenomenal segment of the financial services industry. If you haven't looked at womeninetfs.com, it's free to become a member. There's mentorship, there is support, there are networking events, and there's a newly launched speakers bureau, which is phenomenal. So please do have a look at that if you haven't already. So a huge thank you to, of course, all the Women in ETF members, the leadership team that's all throughout, and of course the sponsors of Women in ETFs that make events like this one today possible, including my employer, TMX Group, so thank you, TMX. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to our corporate clients who are here with us today, and the colleagues that I have and peers that are in the room who've taken time out of their morning to join us for this important dialogue. We also have representatives joining us from the consulates of Spain, Germany, Denmark, Finland, France, and representatives from the Canadian Aboriginal Council. And the European Union's top diplomat to Canada is joining us today, Ambassador Ustitz, who will be on our panel discussion, so please do stick around for that. And we also have some Canadian Olympians in the room. So a huge thank you to all of you for joining us and being a part of this cause today. Now, the UN Women's theme for International Women's Day this year is Think Equal, Build Smart, and Innovate for Change. And this theme focuses on the innovative ways in which the private sector can advance gender equality and women's empowerment, particularly in the areas of social protection systems, access to public services, and sustainable infrastructure, which is very important. As many of you know, this week in Toronto, we hosted one of the largest mining conferences in the world, PDAC, and it was really a privilege to be able to facilitate meetings with delegations from Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Chile, Ecuador, Germany, Mexico, Mongolia, Peru, and Africa. And these meetings were really an opportunity to facilitate dialogue with issuers, TSX and TSXV issuers, and help ensure that there are progressive policies for the mining sector that balance the environmental, social factors with the investment that creates jobs and opportunities. So it was a really inspiring week. What made it particularly inspiring for me was that in the 8 years that I've been a part of the PDAC conference, I have never, ever witnessed the focus on gender equality and diversity that we saw this year at PDAC. I had the opportunity to meet and speak with women from Peru, Argentina, and Brazil who are in fact today at bell ringing ceremonies to celebrate International Women's Day. So it was a really rewarding moment to be talking about the realities in their countries and what Canada can be doing to improve the situation. In fact, I was able to record a little brief video next door that's playing this morning at the Brazil Market Open. We just expanded our office in Brazil, and Guillaume is there representing and leading the charge in Brazil. So this year is a really especially important celebration for me and the TMX. We have two special announcements, one which has already been made public that I think some of you may have seen, came out just short of a month ago, and that is that the TSX and the TSX Venture Exchange has joined the United Nations Sustainable Stock Exchange Initiative. And it's an initiative to promote sustainability and transparency in capital markets. So as an SSE partner, we're going to engage in peer-to-peer dialogue to explore how exchanges can work together with investors, regulators, and companies to encourage sustainable investment while also enhancing corporate transparency and performance in respect to environmental, social, and governance issues. So that's an important initiative that we couldn't talk about last year, so I'm really proud to be able to announce that this year. But this next one, the second very exciting announcement for me this year, is that our CEO has taken the CEO pledge and that we have signed on to the Women's Empowerment Principles. And I think we need a huge round of applause. And I'll just share some of his words. In his words, and I quote, "The TMX is committed to promoting gender equality at the highest levels of business leadership throughout our organization. With this progressive initiative, we join our peers across the world in advocating for positive change and providing a viable framework for empowering women in the workplace." So this is a huge step forward for us, and I know we've come a long way in 5 years for those that have been joining us, and there's certainly a lot to celebrate in terms of the wins that we've had, but I would like everyone to raise a glass in a toast to all in the future that we look to accomplish, and there's certainly so much more with this pledge of the TMX Group that we aim to do, and I'm sure all of you in your organizations as well. So toast to all of you to International Women's Day and advancing gender equality. Cheers. And now I would just like to do one quick photo op before we all gather behind the console. And that is if Cheryl Graydon is in the room, and I'm not sure if she is or she isn't, but she was a champion internally in getting this CEO pledge signed. If she's here, I would invite her to the stage. If she's not, I totally understand. She's quite busy. I'd also like to invite Stephanie Day up, and we're just going to have a photo with a signed copy of the CEO pledge before we all gather and do the ceremonial market close. Natasha usually does these remarks. I know she's quite busy, but what we're going to try to do is just listen for instructions. We're going to move this console out, try to get as many people behind this console as we can, and I think this will in fact be the largest market close in TSX history. So if you can be patient, we will make this work, but the clock is on. We have 6 minutes, so please listen to instructions.